Sean, so are you kind of getting used to the idea now of moving on at the end of the season, or how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I'm very happy with the decision now at this stage. I'm glad it's kind of done and dusted, so I can concentrate on my rugby now and over the next few months. So it's been good really. It's been received pretty well, and I'm happy with what I decided to do. So that's where we are.
How did it come about? Did you approach them or did they approach you?
Bit of both probably. I started looking at other options, and there was a few other clubs in the mix as well. But I suppose after speaking to Decky and what they wanted me to do over there and what they want to try and achieve, I thought it was a really good fit, and someone who knows me as well inside out and knows what I can bring to them. So it was just made sense for me.
Do you feel that this will bring an end to your Ireland days, or do you hope to continue to be selected for Ireland after the Rugby World Cup?
Yeah, well, I suppose until the World Cup finishes, I suppose that's all up in the air. But afterwards, I'd hope to be still in the mix if possible and a fit. But I suppose I haven't really thought that far ahead yet. I know that because I'm contracted till the World Cup, it is what it is at the minute. But you never know what will happen after that.
Have you been chatting to Andy Farrell about it? I know you're only concentrating on the Six Nations, but
no, I haven't. I haven't spoke to Faz about it. It's too far away to think about really. You know what I mean? I'm only back in a couple of weeks in here, so it's not priority for me at the minute. It's something I want to focus on. Is getting back playing well here and staying fit, and I'll think about that stuff in November, December.
After two physical games against England and Scotland, did the break come at the right time now with this ahead? Or Italy even, should I say?
Is the break?
With Italy ahead, like after the two physical games, was it the right time to have a break?
Yeah, but we're coming up against another massive physical side this weekend, so it'll be no different. I think that's what makes the Six Nations such a special competition. It's incredibly hard to back it up. I suppose back up Grand Slams and championships and whatnot. But that's what makes it so good. But it'll definitely help. I suppose last week having a few days off and getting lads fresh again and coming back into camp at the end of last week, hitting the ground running, and again a good lead into this week. So lads are fresh and revitalised and ready to rock.
What are the type of things that you'll be looking at? Like Italy haven't won in an awful long time. So how do you analyse that in the week?
Yeah, they're very obviously. You look at their last two games; they've played pretty well in patches, and I think their defence is brilliant, especially inside their own 22. Actually, they really come alive. They're incredibly physical side. So they've improved an awful lot. I think their set piece has been steady enough as well at times. So they've showed glimpses of what they're able to do. And but for us, I suppose, doing what we've done over the last couple of weeks, we need to improve obviously and make sure we look after our own shop this week and hopefully play the brand of rugby we want to play this week.
Sean, just on the move, was it always something that you felt you might do go away towards the end of your career, or did it just happen that way the last time?
No, it honestly probably just happened. The way it all worked out. There's you know what I mean. You make these decisions, I suppose, based on a lot of things, but it's probably the toughest thing I've ever had to do. Was to move away from Leinster. I never thought I was probably going to be in this situation, but that's the way it goes sometimes, and that's the environment we're in professional sport. But I hadn't thought too much about it, to be honest. So yeah, that's what it all happened very fast.
Did you have an option to stay, or was that kind of out of your hands? The way the contract went?
Yeah, it was kind of out of my hands. But again, like regardless of what options are there, I think I made the decision based on a lot of stuff for me as well, personally. A new challenge, new environment, new competition. So they were all things that excited me, and where I want to test myself in a different environment. I've given a lot to Leinster over the last 10-12 years, so time to move on and do something new.
What has it meant for you to wear that New Jersey's fall?
Yeah, it's been incredible. You know, it's been probably a few tears shed over the last few months thinking about all this, and when you do make your final decision, it's you know, it's a tough place to just, I suppose at the end of it all, you're packing your bag and you're walking out the door and moving to a different club. So it's, you know, it hasn't been that easy or anything, but it is what it is, and you know what I mean. Again, you back yourself to go over there and do a job.
Having given so much service to Leinster, Sean, over those 10-12 years you mentioned, like, did you always kind of hope that you would see out your career in the blue shirt?
Yeah, I think you always have when you start out your career in a province, and you've been there through the real bad days and then there through the really good days, and you know, it ebbs and flows, I suppose, throughout your whole career. But it's I know, I suppose, at the end of this season and at the end of my contract, when it runs out, that I'll have done what I could for Leinster and done it to the best of my ability probably in those 10 or 12 years, and you know, that sits well with me. So it's not going to be a case where I'm leaving with a load of regrets or anything like that. So it's I'm happy with my contribution, I suppose, so far, and hopefully what lies ahead for the next 6 or 7 months.
And do you think maybe in the future you'd like to go back to Leinster and maybe help them more as a, you know, in the back room?
Yeah, I don't know. It's something I haven't thought much about either, but we'll see. We'll take the next couple of years first and foremost, and plan that maybe afterwards.
What kind of vision did Decky sell you? Maybe London Irish, obviously down the championship now, but what attracted you to it?
Yeah, well, I suppose he wants to bring the club to a real competitive place in the Premiership, hopefully, and develop a lot of the younger guys and create a really good culture there. So I think he's done a great job from what he's said to me and what I've seen so far in bits and pieces, and obviously it'll be a different kettle of fish when they get back into the Premiership. So you know what I mean. He didn't sell too much to me. They're things I enjoy doing. You know, I like that they have a lot of younger lads coming through their academy. It's been a big focus on them for the last couple of seasons, and you can see now that a lot of them are getting their chances the last few games there, even that I've been keeping one eye on as such, and you know, so that's a major part of it. And then the brand of rugby that they're trying to play as well is going to be an exciting brand of rugby, hopefully. So, and they've signed some nice classy players.
What was Leo Cullen's reaction when you told him that you were going to leave?
Yeah, probably it's probably when it all started, I suppose. It all happened fast as well, because it was something I had to move on pretty quickly. And yeah, obviously Leo's played with me as well, been around a long time, so you know, in an ideal world he'd like me to finish out my career at Leinster, but he knows as well the way the system works, and you know, he knows that people have to make decisions for themselves as well at the end of the day. So I'd say Leo probably doesn't want me to leave, but that's the way it is.
Take last couple. I guess you have the perfect opportunity. What's come the rest of this year to finish on a real high?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I've spoke about this before in the province and here, like about you know, you're sitting at home watching the team do well, and while you're so disappointed not to be involved, you're only itching to get back in there and help as well along the way. So it's a hugely competitive group. It's a hugely exciting group we have, and again, there's no reason why we can't be in a place to challenge for trophies and championships. So it's yeah, that's what's exciting about the current two setups that I'm involved in, and I'll do all I can to help them achieve that this year.
Because I suppose there's been an unwritten rule that players who move abroad aren't selected. Are you almost approaching this like it's your last, you know, Six Nations, you know, last time playing for Ireland?
No, I haven't actually, because if I'm fit and well, and I think I can add value to this group even after I you know, leave Leinster, I'd hope to be selected. But again, that's so long away, and it's probably a decision that the coaches and whoever is in charge at the time will have to make. But you know, there's always hope there. I think that regardless of where you are, you're still in with a shout if you're playing well enough.